Welcome. You are listening to Aftersight. This recording is intended solely for individuals who are blind or have low vision.
Thank you for joining us for The Rooster. My name is Dawn. This is being recorded on Wednesday, June 19th, 2024. Today I will read some articles and also some advertisements from the most recent edition of The Rooster. The content I'm about to read is a direct excerpt from the source material and does not represent my personal views or those of Aftersight. Please be aware there is an occasional swear word in this material. So I will read the first ad on the inside of the front cover. It is from Kind Care of Colorado, and the ad copy is superimposed on a photograph of mountains, probably the Colorado mountains, and in the forefront of the photograph are some beautiful flowers. The ad says, download our app, and there's a QR code for that. Download our app and stay in touch. There's a photo of a phone with the Kind Care app on it. Download our app and get exclusive deals straight to your phone. Specials and discounts, order online, rewards wallet, save your favorites. Vendor of the month, rec only, 20% off Shift all month long. Shift genuine cannabis. Skip the line, pre-order online, pick up in store. kindcare.co, 6617 South College Avenue, Building A, Fort Collins, Colorado, 80525 970 568 8020. Med 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. Rec, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. At Kind Care of Colorado on the Instagram, hashtag Keep Calm. And then there's a Keep Calm and Pass It On logo at the bottom of that ad. The next ad on the second page of the issue is from Tribal Rights. It's a groovy photo of a woman who is wearing bejeweled sunglasses. She has long brown hair with a barrette over her left ear. She has earrings in and pink lipstick. She has tattoos covering her shoulders and her chest. She is wearing a necklace as well. The ad itself says piercings, jewelry, tattoos, 628 South College Avenue, 970-221-9712. Their web address is Tribal Rights, R-I-T-E-S, tribalrightstattoo.com. The next ad on the third page of this issue is from Mile High Extractions, and Extractions is spelled X-T-R-A-C-T-I-O-N-S. The logo for Mile High Extractions is in the upper left-hand corner of this ad. It has a blue background. It looks like it's a page ripped out on the bottom. It says Mile High Extractions, Cookies and Dub. Cookies and Dub. The main copy of the ad says, this is Rosylate, R-O-S-I-L-L-A-T-E, with a trademark notation on the word, at the end of the word, an MHX award-winning live rosin and distillate innovation for a full body high. And then there is a photograph of a vape pen that is white with a black on button. The next ad has a lot of copy on it. It's on a brown background. The title of the ad is Puffs, Smoke Shop, and Vapor. All badged industry members get 65% off glass. Best Kratom, K-R-A-T-O-M prices in town, exclamation point. And then there are several items listed. I will start at the upper left. Puffco Peak, $149.99. Puffco Proxy, $249.99. Puffco Pro, $299.99. Puffco Guardian, $449.99. Luka, L-O-O-K-A-H, Bear, 510 battery, save $15, $24.99. Luka Seahorse Pro, save $20, $39.99. And Luca Seahorse Max, 50% off, $79.99. Save 50% off all glass. Funky Republic 7,000 puffs, 2 for $55. Lost Mary 5,000 puffs, 2 for $50. Geek Bar 9,000 puffs, 2 for $50. E-Liquids, 2 for $30. E-Salts, 2 for $30. Coils or pods with the purchase of an E-Salt or E-Liquid, 15% off. OPMS Green and Black Shots. Green, $14.99. Black, $15.99. Rocky Mountain Kratom Original, $13.99. Diamonds, $14.99. Greeley, 4320 West 9th Street Road, Unit 1, 970-370-9540. Fort Collins, 4619 South Mason Street, 970-294-4123. Fort Collins, 1501 West Elizabeth Street, Suite 4, 970-689-3146. And Loveland, 805 North Lincoln, 970-461-8994. Last week, I read the Blind Date column with Scott and Rue. I read round 1 and 2. I will continue today with round 3. Things are still looking good for our pair. They both are eager to get back to their ganja and decompress from their crafty date. We close out Sips with a Z and head out. What happened after Rooster left? S. We briefly exchanged pleasantries and a hug. Her perfume activated my allergies. Rue. After Rooster left, we hung out for a few more minutes and chatted about music and herb, and then I walked him out and invited him back to Meow Wolf to hang. What was the best part of the date? Scott says, discussing mundane topics. Rue says, the best part of the date was bonding over Tame Impala and Luther Vandross. Was there a goodnight kiss or exchange of numbers? Scott, no. Rue, no kiss. Would you have changed anything about the date? Scott, the activity. Rue, I think he would have been up for something like a walk or a hike, but I think the conversation flowed well during the crafts. Will there be a second date? Scott, no, but we talked about meeting to blaze one. And Rue, maybe not a formal date, but I would be down to hang out. Any advice for future blind daters? Scott, don't be attracted to the interviewer. Humanity doesn't exist, and dating is dead unless you want an internet presence. Rue, go with an open mind. Seeing the best of people is my superpower, so I thought he was rad. Go into it thinking you'll connect with another rad human, and it'll all be good. Conclusion. This is not the conclusion we were expecting after what seemed like a fun date. Scott seems to have a change of heart and has decided to give up dating for good. Rue, on the other hand, seems to have enjoyed her time with Scott, and who knows, maybe she found a new passion in yarn. If you like to craft, we'd highly recommend checking out Meow Wolf Makers at Sips with a Z. You can submit a dater. Are you tired of ordinary dating? Do you like free food and drinks? If you are 21 and older, then you may be entitled to a Rooster blind date. There is a QR code you can scan, or you can email Rooster at contact@therooster.com with your or your friend's dating preferences, where you live, and a photo. The next article is titled Manipulating Pop Culture. It's in their Art Talk section. Spanish artist Dani Barragan creates new symbolism from iconic images. And the first image underneath the headline, Manipulating Pop Culture, is of Bart Simpson wearing a skull and crossbones. He has a bone in his pointy blue hat. He's wearing some fancy blue trousers and blue tennis shoes, and he's carrying a piece of dynamite. Dani Barragan started drawing at a young age, tracing cartoons in school, and from there, he made a decision not to sacrifice his passion for a more stable job. So after studying at university, he started creating art as a critical message to reimagine the symbolism of recognizable cartoons and characters in pop culture, turning them into metaphors and removing the elitism that art can tend to sometimes have, making it more accessible to most people. What is the first thing you do in the morning? Make breakfast for my son. The last thing you ate. Tagliatelle carbonara. The strangest dream you've ever had. I almost never remember what I dream about. Favorite cartoon? Dragon Ball. The last show you binge watched. I watched the movie Talk to Me by the Philippou brothers several times in a row. What is the best advice you have received? A university professor told me that it was not enough to spend many hours drawing. You have to go out there, read, cry, laugh, have important experiences, and with them have stories to tell when we draw. Where did you grow up and where do you currently reside? Born and raised in Seville, Spain, I still reside here currently. What are some of the things you can't work without? A movie or music in the background and a coffee. What time of day do you feel most creatively productive? In the morning after breakfast. The image next to the article is of more Simpsons characters, Homer Simpson's involved, and a couple other characters, and it is overlaid sort of with the imagery from Freddy Krueger films. He has that striped shirt on and the sword fingers, and then there's also some Marvel comic imagery as well. Can you tell us a little about your background and how you started as an artist? I was always a child who loved to draw. I suppose, like almost all of us who now dedicate ourselves to this, at school I copied Spider-Man comics or traced photocopies of Dragon Ball. Much of the time I preferred to be drawing rather than playing. Sometimes even my cousins or friends got bored of being with me. Over time, I realized that that was what I really liked, and I decided not to sacrifice my passion for a more stable job. So I went to study art at university. There, everything went further, and I really met artists who continue to inspire me to this day. When I finished my studies, I decided to dedicate myself to it almost 100%, exhibiting in some small galleries that gave me the opportunity and working in jobs that didn't take up too much of my time to paint. Luckily, my work caught the attention of some galleries, and little by little, I became known outside of Spain as well. In 2018, I met my friends from Art Toy Gama, and working with them opened the doors for me to do exhibitions in Thailand and Indonesia, making my work much more visible and international. How would you describe your art style genre in your own words? What I do is manipulate pop characters, from turning them into stuffed animals to using them as clothes on other ones. I like to use them sometimes as if they were animals in a world in which humans use them for everything from food to clothing. I use them as a critical message and also remove that idol image that these characters have. The image on this page is what looks like to be Bozo the Clown, and he's wearing an outfit that has a cat on it. It's very colorful. There's pinks, blues. Bozo's hair is green, and he's standing in what looks to be an animated sort of forest that is red and purple. And on his feet, he has slippers that are animated characters. One is pink, one is green, and they both have antennas and dragon teeth. What is it about these recognizable cartoon characters that makes you want to recreate them? Apart from having grown up watching them on TV or playing with toys or of these characters, I consider that they are the new symbology, a universal language that is understood anywhere in the world. For example, if I draw Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, people know that he is someone with a lot of money and without many friends. I don't like the elitism of art created only for a specific group of experts. I want my work to reach anyone without having to explain a complex discourse. Who are some of your favorite artists that you draw inspiration from? My favorite artists are Crayola, James, Jean, Cote, Escriva, Gondek, Pose, MSK, Mark Ryden, and Dolk. Do you have any unusual painting rituals or habits that you think enhance your creative process? I have a small obsession with making the paint colors completely uniform, and many times, even seeing them quite well, I continue applying a few more layers of paint. Sometimes they are unnecessary, but this habit definitely helps the final result improve. What are some other hobbies you enjoy in your free time? I like to read. I love Stephen King, building Legos, cooking, and I am slowly starting to practice carpentry. What would you like to do more of this year? I'm starting to create my own canvases. I like the feeling of buying the wood, making the canvas, priming, painting, doing the complete creative process creates a special bond for me with the work that I do. I would like this year to have enough time to continue with that. Any upcoming projects you can tell us about that we can look forward to? I have been working for a few years in a small universe in which all the stories of my most personal paintings coexist and relate to each other. I have planned the way in which I am going to expand this universe, and one of them is going to be by making a series of collectible cards that will also explain each character in more detail. I really want this to come to light. And there are two more images of his work. The first one is of the Pink Panther, and so there's a big image of the Pink Panther's head, and then there are three smaller images of the Pink Panther, one of which is eating a donut, and the other one is holding a donut, and then the third one is poking the Pink Panther's eyebrows. The last image in this article is of Homer Simpson again, but he's dressed up to be what looks like George Washington with green hair, and Homer Simpson is not yellow, he is orange in this one, and he has a thought bubble, which is his own face as George Washington with the green hair, and in the upper right-hand corner of this image, the sun, I think it's supposed to be the sun. It's actually a fried egg. Next up, I will read the concert calendar, June music shows. And following this date, which is June 19th, we have June 21st, Spitting Image with Stephen Lear Band, The Patrons, Feel Better Big Shredder at the Fox Theater. Also June 21st, Luzid, L-U-Z-C-I-D, with Chosen, C-H-O-Z-E-N, at Meow Wolf in Denver. June 22nd, Rooster presents Fasten Your Seatbelts with Van Zeppelin and Gary Grooves at the Fox Theater. June 25th, Styx and Foreigner at Ball Arena. June 26th, Third Eye Blind with Yellow Card and Arizona at Red Rocks. June 27th, Blink 182 along with Pierce the Veil at Ball Arena. June 27th, Brett Dennen at the Boulder Theater. June 29th, Odessa with Bob Moses, Big Boy, Golden Features at Folsom Field Stadium. And then June 20th, in a breakout box, the Rolling Stones, Empower Field at Mile High. How Keith Richards is still kicking is beyond us. Maybe drugs do actually contribute to a life of longevity and prosperity. Anywho, the boys are back in town promoting a new album, 50 years touring, and Mick Jagger's new baby at the fatherly age of 80. Word on the street, the Stones can still rock and roll, much like their bowels after a nice prune juice smoothie. June 27th, Diana Ross at Red Rocks Amphitheater. Stop! In the name of good music. There's nothing like seeing an iconic musician at the world's most iconic venue. There are far too many classics to name in this tiny box, but we guarantee you the White Claw you have at Red Rocks on this night will be one of the best. June 30th, Pixies and Modest Mouse, along with Cat Power at Fiddler's Green Amphitheater. These two iconic alternative rock bands are reuniting for another epic tour and once again arriving in the Mile High City. Let's just hope Isaac Brock keeps it together long enough to make the price of entry worth it. And if not, at least you get a $15 beer. June 24th, Hawthorne Heights with Icy Stars, Anne Berlin, Armor for Sleep at the Ogden. June 29th, 311 with Iration, Denim, Article Sound System, Man with a Mission at Red Rocks. And June 30th, Nas with the Colorado Symphony at Red Rocks Amphitheater. Also on the concert calendar is an ad for the Black Box. June 2024, upcoming events. We are now 18 plus for all events. June 20th, Arcturus with Audio Goblin. June 21st, E-Course with Mantis Mash. June 22nd, Nikki Nar with Villager. June 25th, Cartridge June 27th, Mystic Grizzly. June 28th, Wheel and Deal Records. June 28th, Concrete Jungle at the Lounge. June 29th, Wheel and Deal Records. June 29th, Tesla Nicole in the Lounge. Denver's Best Club 2018 through 2024. And their web address is blackboxdenver.co. Some more things to do in June that are listed. June 19th, Boulder Comedy Festival, multiple locations in Boulder, Colorado. Boulder Comedy Festival is back for its 4th year. Boulder Comedy Festival highlights women and diversity in comedy. Nationally touring comics featured on Late Night come together with festival winners and local comedians to create a sea of hilarity in Boulder. June 22nd and 23rd, the 7th annual Taco Triathlon at Foothills Shopping Center in Fort Collins, Colorado. Can you complete a 45-minute cycle class, 45 minutes of yoga, and eat an entire taco? Race participants will receive a goodie bag, commemorative t-shirt or tank top, specialty swag, and bragging rights. Racers will also enjoy Vegas-style games throughout the event for a chance to win additional prizes. June 22nd and 23rd, Denver Pride Fest at Civic Center Park in Denver, Colorado. This spectacular 2-day festival kicks off the weekend with the Pride 5K, followed by the iconic Denver Pride Fest event at Civic Center Park, boasting 250-plus exhibitors, 30 food vendors, and captivating live performances. Sunday's Coors Light Pride Fest parade flaunts colorful floats, marchers, music, and more. June 21st through the 23rd, Pauly Shore at the Comedy Works in Denver. June 20th through 22nd, Patton Oswalt, also at Comedy Works downtown Denver. And June 28th, Kevin James will be at the Belco Theater in Denver. Another ad is for Naropa University, and they are listing an event, the Jack Kerouac School of Disembodied Poetics, 50th Annual Summer Writing Program. Join our countercultural lineage of outrider poetry. Nightly poetry readings, June 9th through the 29th, Tuesday through Saturday, 7 p.m. Free and open to the public. naropa.edu/academics/SWP/SWP-2024. Another ad is for Oscar Blues Brewery, beer that works. It has an image of a hand holding a Dale's Pale Ale beer. Longmont Tap Room, live music and events, tap room exclusive special beer releases, to-go beer, 1640 South Sunset Street, Longmont, Colorado, 80501, 303-776-1914. OscarBlues.com is their web address, and they have free Wi-Fi. Another ad is for The Joint. Local glass sold here. It has an image of a glass bong. Stop in for all your favorite local products. Some restrictions apply. See store for details. 25% off all local products. Must pay with cash. Expires June 30th, 2024. BOGO for $7.10 on July 10th all day. Exclusions may apply. See store for details. Must pay with cash. Valid on 7/10/24 only. 307-514-0141. 2206 Del Range Boulevard, Cheyenne, Wyoming. 970-482-0441. 2427 South College Avenue, Unit 124B in Fort Collins, Colorado. Thank you for joining me for The Rooster. My name is Dawn.
If you enjoyed this program, please register for our free services at www.aftersight.org or by calling 303-786-7777.